COVID affects the body to such an extent that we had so many people ending up in ICU. And if it helps you, Professor, I think we are in paragraphs 2 to 3 of your report, because it isn't just a question, is it, of it attacking the lungs. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. SARS coronavirus 2, which causes COVID, is an infection that causes disruption of multiple organ systems, so of the lungs with respiratory failure and blood clots, altered neurological status, which is things like strokes, bleeding in the brain and delirium, altered kidney function, cardiovascular compromise. Every single organ system can be affected as a consequence of being infected acutely with this virus.
And when the pandemic struck, were ICU consultants, doctors, nurses and the like aware that it was going to have that multi-organ effect, or was it predominantly thought it was likely to affect the lungs in the first instance? So
when the pandemic struck, this was a novel virus that people had not encountered before. We were learning all the time. The first cases in the United Kingdom occurred in January, there or thereabouts, 2020. And at that point, we had some evidence because they'd been spread across the world, but we were still very much learning exactly what it looked like and the multi-system nature of it, and indeed about the longer-term consequences that I know you heard from Professor Evans and Professor Breitling about. All of that unravelled over time.
Yeah.